Annyeong! We are One to Sarang.
Your next favorite Hallyu podcast.
We talk K-drama.
Ang daming kilig every time
Oh my
we
God.
hear K-drama.
We also talk K-pop.
Yung feeling ko sa 17 na they bring me so much happiness.
And we live to entertain.
What you gonna do when Dicky steak in front of
Check us out now on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Also on YouTube. Join us sa Tawanan at Kwentuhan from One to Sarang.
The views, takes and opinions expressed on this show are of the host's own and do not represent the views, takes and opinions of the Bunk Collective and its affiliates. Material and sources mentioned in this episode is for general and commentary purposes only. This episode might include strong language and may not be suitable for children. Listener discretion is advised. Stay safe and stay wrestle everyone. Welcome to the main event, Mark.
Yon ay good morning everyone. Welcome to the Main Event Mark Podcast, the official wrestling podcast of the Bunk Collective. Ayan na, today is Saturday. Medyo magulo pa din background ko, pasensya na. Kailangan ka na mag-clean up talaga. Pero I think yung output ng camera ko mas okay kumpara last week kasi like what I said, I'm trying to do things here differently. Pero we will see kung paano ba yung magiging improvements down the line. But thank you very much, by the way, for tuning in to the Main Event Mark sa mga streams natin. And also to our podcast lives as always. And yun na nga, I'm really excited to share with you the news, guys. And also, I am really excited then for our local wrestling scene. Since share natin mamaya yung mga news that we have for you in a moment, and also yung news din na nakuha natin from our friends from MWF. Pag-usapan din natin yan in a moment. But for now, for the meantime, you can support and follow the show on all of the social media platforms. That's on Facebook, X, sa Instagram, always naman, TikTok, at saka sa YouTube natin, yung threads, huwag yun ang pagdistinghan yung threads kasi di naman namin tayong threads. So yeah, ayan, I hope you can support and follow the show as always on those platforms. And ayan, so sa mga susunod na linggo, you can expect fewer content, ano ba tamang term? Fewer content from me, but yung streams magtutuloy-tuloy naman yan, di mo mawawala yan. Until May, basta mag-fall ng anniversary week natin, siguro babalik tayo ng 2 episode format after ng anniversary. Pero for the meantime, ang gawin muna natin, i-plug muna natin yung mga dapat natin i-plug. So, syempre, kakapapanood lang natin ng SmackDown kasi di ko naman nauumpisahan. Di na ako magbibigay ng opinion ko about SmackDown. Bibigay ko na lang yung opinion ko and also the progress that we have for King and Queen of the Ring. Also, bigay ko na rin sa inyo yung mga updates and yung mga opinion ko din, what's going on right now in Batabang term dito for wrestling right now. And of course, kung gusto niyo mag-catch up din ng wrestling mamaya, ang ating broadcasters actually Blast TV. So of course, you can watch the show always on Blast TV every time, anytime, anywhere. Free on for Converge and for Globe at Home subscribers. By the way, mamaya ng hapon na din yung KCON Japan. So kung medyo magkakaroon ng problema sa Blast TV, i-blame nyo na lang ang mga nanonood ng KCON Japan as we are speaking right now. So mamayang hapon is KCON Japan. There are some idols na mapapanood nyo, K-pop idols. And until Sunday yon. So, I hope you guys can watch the show for free on sa Blast TV, by the way. Which is good kasi wala YouTube dapat yan. Pero it's a good thing na rin na naka-platform siya. Also, to keep you in touch with what's going on in our local wrestling scene, so bigay na rin natin yung update regarding MWF Republica. So, di ko na babasahin ng buo yung statement that was provided to us, but in summary, so basically we're being told that the MWF Republica was postponed until June 9 sa UP Media Center. So, UPFI Media Center. So, yun yung same venue for MWF Kasaysayan. And parang basically, they gave us something for the upcoming event then sa Dexcon Dekada. And they also announced the main event for Dexcon, which is our MWF champion, Jake De Leon, versus former New Japan champion, Zack Sabre Jr. And to me, holy shit, when they announced this match, sabi ko, ay putang ina, I cannot wait to watch this, guys. Sana mapapanood nyo din ng live. Ayan, putang ina. Napapamura ako ngayon dito sa stream na to. Kasi putang ina indeed. I am really excited, both of them having that passion. And I know in my fucking mind that this match won't disappoint all of you guys. I swear to God, pag nadismaya kayo dito, I'm going to tell you, mag-i-stream ako nakabaligtad dito. pag pangit yung kinalabasan ng match na to at nakabaligtad ako sa stream, alam mo na ibig sabihin nun. Yan, seryoso. But yun nga, it's been announced on social media ng Dexcon. On Dexcon Dekada, it's going to be an international dream match between Jake De Leon and Zack Sabre Jr. Wala pang ibang announcements for Dexcon aside doon pa sa matches that they are going to announce down the line. But I am really hoping that we are going to get the biggest event of the year. Not only for MWF, kundi sa Dexcon na din, and also for our Philippine wrestling scene. Of course, baka nami-miss nyo lang yung information na pinoprovide sa atin. Sold out na po yung tickets for MWF and also Dexcon Dekada in default na yon. So, Dexcon Dekada, like what we are mentioning, is on May 25 sa Collective Base in Green Hills and on May 26 sa Brawl Pit Bulusan. So ulitin natin, sold out na yung tickets for this upcoming show and I cannot wait to see you there on Dexcon Dekada. For the meantime, since in-announce na yung cancellation and postponement ng MWF Republica, I am still looking forward though on what will happen sa Republica. I'm really excited because Republica was my first show that I watched ever. And to see that event in person was something memorable. And to see how things will fold sa dekada, hindi ko ma-imagine ang mangyayari. I swear to God. Kaya guys, ako na nagsasabi sa inyo, manood kayo ng Dexcon kung gusto nyo manood sa video on demand if they're going to release it. I-announce naman yun ng Dexcon. But I swear to God, hindi ko na kayo i-urge. Panoorin nyo na lang. Wag yun ang pag-isipan. Ako nagsasabi sa inyo. Anyways, before we continue, like what we said, yun naman yung plugs pa. So May 25, yung meet and greet sa Collective Base, ulitin lang natin. And also on May 26 sa Brawl Pit Bulusan in Quezon City. So, isa pang balita that we got this week is of course the lineup for King and Queen of the Ring. So, kita nyo naman sa stream natin yung current bracket Pero hindi na yan updated obviously. Pero ito, yung bracket na yan so far is Gunter for Raw. Then we have Ilya and Jey Uso qualifying for the tournament. Yung Kofi versus Rey Mysterio, it will take place sa live event. Hindi nila ini-specific kung anong live event yon, pero I'll try to look at it after ng stream. And then on the SmackDown side, in case you missed everything, so Randy Orton, and then Carmelo Hayes, at saka si Tama Tonga, yung nag-qualify for the SmackDown side. LA Knight versus Santos Escobar will take place on the live event na hindi rin nila ini-specific. Ewan ko ba kung hindi nila ini-specific or sadyang hindi ko lang napanood yung SmackDown kanina. Joke lang. Alam ko talaga hindi. Alam ko din na sinabi. Okay. So, women's side naman, we have this Raw bracket. Tawag dito. Io Sky, Lyra Valkyria, and Zoe Stark already qualifying for the match for the tournament, as in. And then, Shayna Baszler versus Selena Vega was announced for the live event na hindi rin nila ni-reveal. And also, SmackDown side, in case you missed it, so yung nasa baba, alam na natin yan, siya yung papasok sa final sa madaling sabi. Ayun, so Nia Jax beating Naomi, Jade beating Piper Niven, and Minchin versus Tiffany Stratton will take place in a live event sa, hindi rin nila mention. Hindi nila mention eh. They are just stating na magti-take place siya sa isang live event sa weekend, over this weekend. And also yung baba, it's very given, Bianca. Let's say, siya na yung nasa finals. Yan na lang sabihin natin para madali na lang i-explain sa mga listeners at viewers natin dito sa stream. But, let's talk about nga the bracket so far. Let's talk about the men's first. Okay, so nasan nga ba yung full bracket? So, with this full bracket, at nalagas na rin yung final prediction ko, sino yung sa tingin nyo na mananalo noong buong tournament na to? Aside kay Gunter. Gunter kasi it's very given. And to me, Gunter is the only answer to that question. However, if it's hindi Gunter, let's say, tama, obviously, pero hindi na rin naman tama, which is a very coincidence thing that I mentioned just a few minutes ago. Pero I really still thinking that may miracle na mangyayari na hindi si Gunter yung manalo. Pero kung hindi si Gunter, I'm going to put my money on Randy Orton. I mean, not to say na hindi niya deserve, o ayaw ko rin manalo siya. Pero Randy Orton can be this alternative winner. LA Knight? Bakit? Seryoso guys, bakit? Bakit si LA Knight? Ano bang kailangan patunayan ni LA Knight? Well, if you know what I mean, I love LA Knight, but I don't think he's winning here. That's to be clear. Okay, so sa bracket, medyo outdated na yung nakuha natin, but it's actually Angelo Dawkins who actually entered the tournament. Ayan. Uy, Julian, ba't ka umaasa kay Jey Uso? Sa lahat ng ipipick mo, Jey Uso pa. Pero yan guys, habang di-discuss tayo sa stream na to, paki-iwan na din ng mga comments for our Ask Angelo Anything, because on our second half, we are going to discuss and to answer all of your questions during this stream. And also yung mga questions nyo, pakiiwan na lang din sa comment section ng ating stream tonight. Thank you. Okay. So, women's side, para magkaroon tayo ng continuity kasi dapat may nga lang tong part na to eh. Pero ito, women's side of things for this show. Sorry guys, kung nawawala ako. Pero yun, women's side of things. Sorry guys. I'm doing a mistake here. Women's side, Pero yun, we're going to talk about the TNA Champions Challenge in a moment. Pero ito, SmackDown side, we have this match on our end. I know I'm doing mistakes here today. Pero ito, let's talk about the men's nga muna. It's very obvious to me on what's going to happen on this part of the show. Hindi ako umaasa. Pero likely if hindi Gunter, baka si Jay i-pull ng puwet. Oh, sa'yo lang, opinion mo lang yan. Di naman namin opinion like what we said. Pero going back, for the continuity, let's talk about nga yung women's side. So total, napag-usapan na natin to eh. So women's side of the bracket, pasensya na magulo yung kamay ko. Ayan. So, do you think Io Sky versus Lyra magsi-semifinals? Because that's most likely what will happen. And I'm actually thinking that we are going into a different direction with, if ever Shayna versus Lyra ang mangyari, that will be great too. But I don't really think we are not getting Io versus Lyra. And then Lyra goes to finals, imagine that. And then yung opposing bracket natin, which is very interesting and predictable. Of course, Jade might be a factor for our finals. And then we have the, who's winning the down bracket of SmackDown. It's not Tiffany. It's Bianca Belair. It's very given. Unless there's a continuity for Tiffany that they're going to give for Bianca, which is good. And I doubt din naman na ibibigay nila kay Bianca lang tong isang tournament na to. And for the sake na din na champion niya pala. Pero feeling ko lang naman, they might give this to Cargill and Bianca. And then ang finals is sa kanila ang maglalaban-laban for this tournament. Pero I don't think it's Bianca. I'm mainly thinking it's Jade. I would love to see Nia too, pero it's most likely Jade talaga. To me. At least to me. Alay ulit si Minchin kay Tiffany. Ay, di na bago yan, men. Di na bago yan. But anyways, since andito na rin tayo sa match na to, so pag-usapan na rin natin yung Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul. It's possibly a Tyro versus Tyro match. Shit, we're getting this shit again. Ayun, going back, thank you yon. Tagal ko rin nag-slideshow doon. Pero yun nga, Cody versus Logan Paul, winner take all, US Tyro, and then the undisputed Tyro. So, ano ba masasabi nyo? Para sa akin, okay lang. I'm not saying it's great. Pero hindi rin ako magsasabi na it's a really good idea to begin with. At to limit na rin siguro yung card. Since there are 2 matches already for the tournament, di ba? Tapos, tas 2 pa matches na in-announce sa Raw. So, most likely, konti na yung kukumpleto. So, it means, kumpleto na yung card natin for King and Queen as we speak right now. So, yung finals ng tournament, 2. Then, yung Becky Liv. Then, yung 3-way. Obviously, the Sami Zayn match. Then, the main event, Cody versus Roman Reigns. Logan Paul, the Roman Reigns of current era. I can say Logan Paul will take a short leave of absence kasi magkakaanak na siya. And I think this might be the way on how they're going to write him off of the TV for the meantime. And I hope that they can capitalize with what will happen. Pero feeling ko may swerve din. May swerve na it might be a undisputed Tyro match lang to. Then Logan Paul brings the Tyro to what most likely be doon sa panganganak niya nga. Tas may tire pa rin siya at least. Pero feeling ko isang tire lang yung on the line dito, hindi dalawa. Pero tinitis na ni Cody kanina na 2 belts daw eh. So, anything can happen, most likely. Pero, I'm not going to, hindi ko papangunahan si WWE na baka mag 2-way talaga. Or mag 2 tyros talaga to. Pero, I don't really think that much. Mas gusto ko na lang talaga na i-retain ni Cody yun over Logan Paul and we're done. Yun lang sa akin. Yun. Aside from that, so pag-usapan na rin natin kasi nasa exhibit pa rin natin yung TNA Champions Challenge na in-announce nila. Isa na namang TNA creation ang in-announce ni TNA Wrestling Santino Marella, GM of TNA Wrestling. So basically, it's a champions then versus the challengers. So we have Moose, basically the whole system. Ayun, the whole system nga pala. And then Jordan Grace, Mustafa Ali, and then Masha Slamovich, and Laredo Kid versus Matt Hardy, SDL, Sami Callihan, Eric Young, Ryan Nemeth, which is wow, main event, Spitfire, and also Joe Hendry, the King of Kings. And I would say, wow, holy shit. That's a huge main event that I hope TNA can capitalize at hindi ito matatapos ng no contest lang. I saw the results, pero I hope we can get a different outcome than what we got. I'm expecting big than this kasi it reminds me of isa na namang mga bullshit stipulation that TNA typically has. Pero, knowing TNA is TNA. Alam niyo naman yun. Pero, I cannot wait to see this match, seriously. And I'm really excited as well on how things will fold come Slammiversary in July. And may dalawa pa silang shows before this big PLE that they're going to get on July 2024. Pero, I am expecting ba na mananalo yung Faces side dito? Hell no! Okay, to me, I think for the continuity, mananalo dito yung mga challengers just to set their respective matches. And I don't really think though na yung mga matches na mangyayari dito sa Champions Challenge na to, mangyayari agad. Diba? But anyways, I'm really looking forward on how they're going to execute this match. And I'm really hoping na maganda yung maging outcome nitong match na to. And that's pretty much it for our 5 takes for this week's episode of the Main Event Mark podcast. For the meantime, we're just going to take a short break at pag-usapan natin ng malalim. Pasensya na guys, napakainit kasi. Pag-usapan natin ng maikli yung mga nangyayari sa AEW na dapat pag-usapan natin sa audio natin. Pero sige, let's talk about real quick on what's going on in AEW and just real quick. For the meantime, we're just going to take a short break and let's check our kabunkmates on Bunk Collective.
Been wanting to learn about different careers? Or just need that nudge to pursue your passion projects? Here at Project Offbeat Careers Podcast, we talk to guests with unique careers outside the usual corporate shtick. Listen to historians, gamers, teachers, and cosplayers. See how they've succeeded and how you can apply their learnings to your workplace. Catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And get ready to take the off-beaten path with us.
Hey everyone, this is Mo Twister, and you're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuki. That was the OG, Mo Twister, promoting this podcast. If you like Korean pop culture, or know someone who does, then get into it, and visit our Facebook, Twitter and Instagram pages at the Kingdom Pod PH.
We're proud to tell you that this is one of the premier shows to go to for your weekly dose of K-pop. So drop everything and listen to the Kingdom Podcast. Available in all your podcast streaming platforms.
Join us!
Yun, we're back on the stream. So, kakakita ko lang nung comment ni Wayne, Tito Wayne, about the upcoming match between Jake De Leon and Saxy Breed Jr. Yes, it will be one of the greatest matches, if not the greatest match ever in the Philippines. I cannot wait to see how things will fold come Dexcon Decada, and I cannot wait to share with you guys my thoughts as well on it once na mag-air siya on our platforms. Okay, so far, pasensya na, gumagalaw na naman ako. Yun, in-announce na yung main event possibly ng AEW Double or Nothing. Seamlessly, kasi di naman nila sinasabing main event yung match between the Team AEW and also Team Elite. So most likely, ang main event for this year's Double or Nothing will feature Mercedes Moné, our favorite, and also Willow Nightingale for the TBS title. And obviously, hindi rin magbe-main event si Swerve. Based on what we're getting, I might be wrong here, pero this might be the main event for Double or Nothing. Anong masasabi ko muna? I can say TK is trusting Mercedes Moné na kaya niyang mag-draw and kaya niya ding ilagay yung AEW on her back. And I'm really hoping that panindigan nila to. Because this might be their shining moment when it comes to the women's division of AEW. However, another side of the coin, I kinda feel bad for Toni Storm because she never got this treatment. I know star power wise they have different backgrounds and different gimmicks, but I really understand. Kung Mercedes Moné versus Toni Storm, yung mangyayari, sure, we might get that outcome and we might get that same thing that I just discussed to you. Pero Anarchy the Arena, so let's talk about this real quick. So FTR, then Bryan Danielson and Eddie Kingston versus the Elite. I get what they are looking here, and I get what we are getting on this event. Pero AEW fans apparently already complaining and also mentioning that this event might be better than WrestleMania or better than Backlash France, na sobrang mid, sa totoo lang. But we will talk about Backlash in another episode, which is we're going to release that on Monday. Pero for the meantime, let's talk about this first. I'm really looking forward on what will happen sa Double or Nothing. Same din, of course, sa King and Queen of the Ring. Pero it hits different on how we should look forward sa mga mangyayari na to sa Backlash France. I know Backlash France is kind of mid, but we need to think it's a B+ event na live sa France. So I'm not expecting that big, that much. Pero I'm not going to say it's bad either. Pero yun nga, AEW show this year that this might be the biggest one. And I cannot imagine if Mercedes headlines the show. And I like what I said, malaking tiwala ni TK kay Mercedes. Sure. Pero I'm not that confident that she might be the one who can pull the trigger for AEW. Yeah. So that's it for our 5 takes of the week. By the way, this 5 takes talk that we just discussed Ang haba pala nun. But anyways, habang nagko-comment kayo dyan, nag-aantay kayo ng response on some of our questions, and please leave your comments on our comment section for our Ask Angelo Anything. And we might address all of your questions habang andito tayo sa stream. And yeah, I cannot wait to share with you my answers on that. Pero for the meantime, habang wala pa tayong questions dito sa live, ako muna magtatanong. Ha? Kung wala mang tanong so far, ako magtatanong. Sa tingin nyo, nahigitan na ba ni Backlash France yung nangyaring backlash last year sa Puerto Rico? Ang akin kasi dito, simplest answer that I can provide to you is actually yes. To me, the show was amazing in Puerto Rico. The show ng France was a banger, literally banger. And to imagine how things went out during Backlash France is just wow, holy crap. We got the best crowd of the year. It's easily better than WrestleMania this year. Sorry, WrestleMania fans. But I think this is better than WrestleMania already. But when it comes to the matches ng Backlash France, okay. So, the Women's Title was a really good match. Pag-usapan na lang natin yun mas mahaba sa episode natin. Pero, I would say the opener was clusterfuck as fuck. That was a really good clusterfuck. Then, we have the Stephanie versus Bailey versus Bianca Belair. Bailey, I mean. I'm really confusing Bailey to Bianca now because it's been years. Like, holy shit. Sorry, guys. But, ayun. Speaking of Bianca and Jade won the Women's Tag Team titles also on this PLE. And it kind of makes sense to me. But like what I said, we're going to talk about more of that on our upcoming episode. Pero for the meantime, since we are here already, ano ba mas okay na crowd? Para sa akin kasi mas okay talaga yung crowd sa Backlash France because I can see everyone literally is getting their applause and they're getting shit because of what happened sa Backlash France. Except if your name is Karrion Kross, sure, you're not going to get that applause from the WWE Universe. Pucha, on one part, kinanta pa nila yung theme song ni Randy Orton. And pucha, I could not say na, ang alam mo yun, sinasabi ko lagi on my recent streams or yung mga show ko recently, pakidala na nung crowd na nandun sa France sa mga shows sa US. And it might show difference. Pakibigyan ng kahit anong accommodation or stuff yung mga taga France as long as we might get this crowd. And holy shit, I cannot wait to see a WrestleMania in France. I swear to God, I want WrestleMania in France. That's what we wanted. That's what I want. And sa totoo lang, dami din naghahangad ng WrestleMania outside of the United States or Canada. Yun. Speaking of which, si Saudi, apparently, they want more events, the WWE, in their own country. So, they want specifically Big Five. So, it's WrestleMania, Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, or might be SummerSlam. They want one of those events na mangyayari sa Saudi. Is that means we are getting WrestleMania in France or Saudi. Ang weird though that we supposedly getting WrestleMania in France. Pero it's more weirder that we are getting WrestleMania Saudi by 42, 43, 44. And ang weird kaya ng WrestleMania na gabi. Imagine that, ang weird, manonood ka 1 a.m. ng WrestleMania sa Saudi. 1 a.m. Saudi, WrestleMania. Imagine that. Holy man. Yan siguro yung isang event na hindi ko mapapanood at hindi ko matatanggap na mangyayari. But, yun nga, WrestleMania is Saudi bound possibly. And speaking of WrestleMania, it's been announced that WrestleMania 41 will take place on April 19 to 20 sa Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. So, eto na siguro yung pinaka-late na WrestleMania sa pagkakalala ko. Ang pinaka-late nun was April 9 as far as we know correctly, or April 8. Pero April 19, 20, wow! Tangina, paano kaya nila i-build yung road to WrestleMania if with this setup na April 19 at 20 yung road to WrestleMania? Feeling ko magsi-same ano pa din yan, same dates pa din for the shows, and we might not get any different treatment. Pinahaba lang yung road to WrestleMania. So most likely that's what we're going to get on this year's WrestleMania. Oo, pinaka-late na yung mid-April. And actually, totoo naman. I think ang pinaka-late was recent WrestleMania, April 8 or April 9. Pero ang weird kasi sa totoo lang na April 19 yung WrestleMania, at least medyo malayo pa siya doon sa binabalita na May. Okay lang din, wala naman akong complain. Pero ang complain ko is on how the WrestleMania week goes. Like, hindi na binabago eh. Ayaw nila baguhin, so they are messing again with how things will go on WrestleMania week. And they're building disaster after disaster with how things is going. And wala eh. Most likely, ganun pa din by 42, 43, or possibly i-evaluate yun ni Triple H down the line. But I'm really hoping for that then. Pero putyang ina kasi. Ilagay nyo na sa Wednesday or Thursday yung stand and deliver. And then we are done. Almost done. Yun naman sasabi ko. WrestleMania week, sacrifice nyo na yung Wednesday nyo ng araw na yon. Huwag tayo manood ng Dynamite kung maaari, pero hindi kasi marami pa din fans ng AEW. And I doubt that AEW might beat their counterpart by then. Even ROH. ROH. Ginagamit lang naman yung show just for the continuity. But yes, I really understand too. Yun. Last bit of news before we continue. Alam nyo ba na may nangyaring kababalaghan sa AEW? Alam nyo, I'm really don't want to talk about this. Pero I'm very disgusted on what happened sa AEW recently. Doon sa show nila where there are two pricks on that front row that's shouting for Sky Blue, and basically the summary, di siya nakatiis. She was disappointed and Saraya confronted those guys and was asked to leave the building. Pero ewan ko, pansin ko na rin to sa fandom yung hindi naman nila lahat, Pero most of the fandom that we have on AEW, they have this very disgusting behavior. I don't know if I should discuss this on stream, pero pucha, be fine. Mag-ingat kayo, pucha. This is something very disgusting. And we might discuss this more on the stream or our audio. Save ko na lang doon yung mas mahabang thoughts ko about it. But I'm very disgusted on what happened during that show. And although I don't like how AEW goes recently, but still, hindi ko kayang konsintihin yung mga nangyayari na yun. It's very disappointing. Very disgusting. If you are asking me about it. Pero, for the meantime, just for the continuity, again, ulitin natin, please lay down yung questions sa comment section natin. And we're going to read some of your comments sa ating platform. So, at least 3 to 5 questions are enough kasi mahaba na masyado yung stream time natin. So, lay down your comments. We're just going to take a short break. And when we back, we will start answering some of your questions. That is wrestling related lang. Kukutukan ko mag-mention dyan ng hindi wrestling related. Pero, for the meantime, let's check our kabunkmates on Bunk Collective.
So Mars, what na? Do you want to talk about everything and anything under the sun? Listen to our fellow Pinoy stories or just catch up? Big kwento?
Why not? Here at Mars What Na Podcast, everything is free-flowing, like the alcohol that we may or may not be drinking.
You've got your Kumars Michelle and
Bethany, here finding what makes us distinctly Pinoy, our similarities, our differences.
covering the topics about Pinoy experience from the motherland and abroad.
Catch us on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Kita Kits!
Wait lang, ano ba yung lumabas? Ayan. Ayun. Thank you for staying on our stream. Wait lang, may nare-receive lang akong confirmation na pwede nating ihabol. Pero ito, habang wala pa, at nag-aabang din ako ng questions yung actually. Pero, sa September, in-announce na nga rin pala na September 15, yung umpisa ng airing ng Raw sa USA Network, obviously, and also SmackDown on USA Network. So this is part of the move ni USA para i-air both the shows on USA Network. It's until the end of the year or possibly January kung kailan mag-air si Raw on Netflix. So, anong masasabi niyo sa move na yon? So, I'm really not really surprised on this move ng WWE that we might get both Raw and SmackDown on the same show, the same network. And yeah, I'm really looking forward on what we're going to get by January 2025 once everything will go full blast as Raw goes to Netflix, NXT goes to CW by October, and SmackDown on September 15 sa USA Network. Pero yun, I think may questions na tayo. Ayun, nakita ko lang sa FB kanina that Bad Luck Fale is the only Bullet Club member na OG that's yet to sign with WWE. There will be a possible of Fale joining WWE after. Guys, sabihin ko lang very simple . If WWE is really planning to bring the whole Bullet Club into their company, then we're good. I think we're good. Pucha, pakidala na rin ng Bullet Club rights if it's possible, pero malabo, no? Pero I can see Bad Luck Fale joining WWE down the line, but I don't really see it for now. Hindi muna. Pero it's still a possible thing. Baka mamaya sa AEW pala siya mag-join. You know what I mean? But anyways, Bad Luck Valley is something that I am really looking forward sa WWE. And very interesting then if someone from the OG era will join WWE down the line. I'm really excited though to see how things will go when it comes to the Bullet Club brand. Not only in WWE, but in AEW, New Japan, and TNA as a whole. Pero, yun, I'm really excited on Bullet Club Takeover and every promotion that we have right now. To, medyo excited din ako, personally, Ito, ewan ko, I'm not going to consider this as a question, pero with the current events of the broadcasters that we have in the Philippines when it comes to the WWE, ito, fearless podcast ko to, forecast. Ayan, sabihin ko na lang fearless forecast. So, it might be, naisip ako. Gusto ko makita actually to see on how Disney is fucking up the streams right now. Sana anytime soon they have to drop the rights for the shows. Pero hindi rin naman possible because marami din kasing nanonood sa Disney Plus. Madami pa nga nagtatanggol sa Disney na ay sana antayin na lang si Netflix para maayos na lahat. Maayos naman kasi yung airing ni Disney Plus. Screw you, bitch! I'm not seeing Disney Plus as a permanent option for us to watch WWE, and I don't see it either as a transitional platform lang. Pero di na ako makapagantay. Sana naman if we have the chance, drop the rights. Yan lang masasabi ko. I have to say this all the time. Screw this. And nainitan na ako masyado. Pero yan, connected na rin sa question ni Jules dito about the Elite. I mean WWE BC. Eto, kung i-create ang bagong Bullet Club, who do you think will be suitable? Bawal yung mga nasa past history na ng Bullet Club. So, there will be no Cody, no AJ, no Carl, no mention. Kung i-create niyo yung bagong Bullet Club, sino-sino yung gusto nyong makasama doon sa stable? So, bawal lang OG, bawal din yung past members. Let me know in the comments section below. I would love to see all of your response on that. I-address natin yun in the coming episode of the show. Pero for now, since medyo nawawala na ako sa wisyo, let's wrap the show here. For now, we will discuss more on our audio only later on. Pag-usapan natin yung Backlash France, yung Dynamite na nangyari recently. And then pag-usapan din natin yung opinion ko on the recent events on Dynamite involving Saraya and Sky Blue on the front row na mga manyakis sa front row. So yun, that's it for our episode for today. For the meantime, you can support all of our podcasts sa Bunk Collective, thebunkph.com, and then I hope you can support all of us on our social media platforms at the Bunk Collective at thebunkph.com. Ay pucha, tuzawa. Tang inang tuzawa. I love Tozawa, dude. I mean, nothing wrong with Tozawa. I love Tozawa, man. Anyways, please support all of our Bunk Collective shows at the Bunk PH and also on their respective shows. You can follow and support our shows, the Bunk PH, all of the social media platforms. And of course, to our platform here on the main event, lahat naman ng platforms natin nandiyan na. And at MEM Wrestling Pod, Tangina, sakit na lalamunan ko. But anyways, you can support all of our shows sa Punk Collective at MEM Wrestling Pod. And of course, on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/MEM Wrestling Pod. Also, plug na rin natin yung parating na Dexcon Dekada. It's going to be Jake De Leon, Mr. Philippine Wrestling, Mr. Oro Plata Mata, Mr. Everything in Philippine Wrestling versus Zack Sabre Jr., former New Japan Television Champion. In the main event of Dexcon Dekada, every ticket is now sold out as we speak, but you can watch it if you can watch it soon. But for the meantime, recommend ko na lang guys na pag release nila yung video on demand nitong match na to, please guys, I'm begging you, watch this shit immediately as soon as possible. Anyways, May 25 sa Collective Base in Green Hills, and also May 26 sa Brawl Pit Bulusan. MWF Republica is on June 9 sa UP Media. It's still treated as a big three event. Sa pag bumili kayo ng Republica ticket, it means you will be able to watch Dexcon. I don't know how things went down. You can check all of the details on Dexcon and MWF platforms on their pages. Ayan, sa akin na lang, you can support all of our shows here sa MEM Wrestling Pod. And to me, of course, you can follow me on social media at MEM Wrestling Pod sa personal ko, at sa akin at AG Penera on all of the social media platforms. For now, stay safe and stay wrestle. See you on Monday for our new episode, and this episode as well will be released on Monday as well. Goodbye for now. Stay safe as always.